we are going to be running the same mono white approach deck that we did on Saturday. Honestly, wasn't happy with my play, with our draws, with our matchups, basically the whole 9 yards. And I decided we'd run it back one time and see if that was just an outliner or if the deck's really just not very competitive right now. I tend to think the deck's somewhere in the middle, like you can win with it, but it's not great. And I think the deck's fun, and I really like Treasure Map, and this might be one of the better Treasure Map decks, so maybe I want it to be good more than it's actually good. But long story short, don't have a whole lot to say about the list. We're still playing Jeremy Dazani's list from the Harua? Harua? I don't know. Sato's website. But yeah. What if I should start linking things like that in the descriptions on like the YouTube videos and stuff? Not actually sure. Kind of don't like linking things that belong to other people without their permission. But who knows? Wow, you're already back already. You told me that earlier, but like, replace all the L's with R's and then say it. Hararuya? That doesn't roll off my tongue. I don't know. Either way, this hand's fantastic. Yeah, we had fun me trying to learn to pronounce it earlier. Wow, I can't believe you're here again. First, the mom's spaghetti, always in the hizzy. I like this deck. I want this deck to be good. I do not know that this deck is actually good. Like, please be good, deck. You're so fun to play. No! Okay, well, if he doesn't play a spell, I guess it's not that bad. Boom. Get treasure mapped. I like standard too. I tried to play some modern, and it just seemed like nobody cared. They're just like, oh, modern. Nobody wants to watch the modern. Yet it's so popular for like everybody but me. Am I allowed to keep this treasure map? I'm going to. I like how I have limited time tonight, yet I pick a deck that's got tons of scries and tons of triggers. We might try that someday, Blade Ogre. We may try that someday. I've been thinking about it. Like, I feel like I would have to take a month or something and start practicing again before I could, like, trust myself to play it, but probably looking for a land here. Just don't want to take any more damage this turn, so I think I'm going to go ahead and grab that thing. His Harvester will not be able to attack next turn, but like he could have a Brontodon and kill my first treasure map, which isn't the end of the world because we have treasure map L2. How you been doing, by the way, Matt? You sure you don't want a deck for tomorrow's PPTQ? I think I can build the deck I'm playing. No! Why? Why do we have to get paired versus the people that decided to play a braid? Now, can I just play that and like say Rekindling Phoenix or Glorybringer or something? Nah, not good enough. Come on, Matt. You gotta get back into the game. The game misses you. What time am I supposed to show up to church tomorrow? And How big of a truck do I need to pack your collection away? Can't believe that card's only worth 92 cents. Also can't believe that you typed Kenra Earth and it actually found Earthshaker Kenra. That amuses me. Hey, you can't back out. You're locked. Yeah, I just don't want to take any damage, so. Boom. I wasn't saying anything like that. I was saying that I'm amazed the bots coded that well. I wouldn't have imagined it. Like, you can't type that into like MTGO and MTGO find it. No, you said all. You can't back out on the Ray. I'll even sing along to the hymns. I was playing versus Father Rob, the preacher from the Catholic school up here at Friday Night Magic and I like got really lucky and accidentally said like thank Jesus Christ or something. I felt so terrible. Give us magic cards. That's not a magic card. He didn't seem to care, like he's a pretty chill guy. But I definitely need to watch things like that. So I feel like this is one of the matches that like we really really want to get paired versus. I'm 100% just taking 2 damage. Fumigate's really good versus Killing Phoenix. Hey, Buttons, thank you for that auto host up in here. Highly appreciate it. Wonder if we can just go down to 25 lands. We seem like we draw a lot of lands with this deck. What are the opponents waiting on? Oh, nice! Congratulations to Buttons. Did he X2 or did he X1 or did he XO? I feel like somebody earlier told me he was 3-2, so I guess that means he won out and he's like 6-2. I don't know what we're waiting on here. But we have like a tremendous amount of great draws in our deck. Even if we just hit approach, like he doesn't even do half of our damage, which is great. TikTok, says DeRay. But yeah, I definitely said that to Father Rob, and I felt kind of bad. That's not the inner key. That's the inner key. Well, boom. Alright. Well, we're not dead yet. Just take him 4 if he's only attacking with 4. I didn't know I could change anything. I'm kind of computer illiterate. Alright, you can do it, deck. Next turn, you will draw a Fumigate. And it will be sweet. Flopter close. Boom. Not there. Ooh! That one's kind of nice. It looks like we're casting Settled Wreckage the next couple of turns. Could just take 4 more damage, I guess. Yeah, I like the idea of taking 4 more damage, because next turn I can use the Arch plus a Settle. I don't care what our opponent casts, so just let me draw my cards. Let me draw my cards, homie. Don't care what you cast. I can press F6 like this. Well, we want to draw cards, so I guess we'll just press F6 and see what happens. Oh gosh! Opponent finally got tired of this. I guess that means he drew something fantastic, like a Carnage Tyrant or something, or he just decided that we had enough cards. I don't know. Anyway, taking out 1 treasure map, bringing in 1 authority. Jeremy Dazani says, you are favored main deck due to the presence of removal spells in your opponent's deck. Then he's replacing it for disenchant type cards and Chandras. Basically, he says you don't want the cats because of the presence of Glorybringers and stuff. I mean, nobody messes, nobody spams us. Alright, I'll press it. Okay, we'll keep this hand, I guess. It's kind of on the slow side, but I think it's good enough. Hey, by the way, Corey, what's up? Corey is the stream manager. Can't forget that. Corey's responsible for all of our graphics and all of our nice things. Most of our quotes, most of our commands. Hey, Juka. Or Juke. I want to call you Juki Pookie, though. What's up? Hope you're having a good day. Also, Mr. Corey, have you decided whether you're going tomorrow or not? Okay, Juke. But, do you really not want to be called Juki Pookie? That's the best name. Sometimes I wonder why people even listen to me. Alright, so our opponent has a good draw, and we do not. Nice, nice, nice. How did it go? What format? What deck did you play? How did you do? Did you make children cry? I'm a children. Don't make me cry. That's okay. Oh gosh, opponent's got a pretty good draw. Thank you, Dong, for the 5 biddies. I'm pretty sure we're dead as dead can be. Why not, Corey? Don't you want to prove me wrong with my great theory? I guess I'll play this and hope I'm not dead, but I'm dead to so many things. That's the one with haste. We'll go with it. Black White Aggro Vampires. You went 2 and 3. Yeah. You were pretty close then. That's not too bad. Oh yeah, we're definitely deadzo here. There's a lot of things that we will never beat. He's attacking for 10 and we're going to 11, right? That's what I call a chance. Alright, if he doesn't have anything of haste, we actually can just get lucky and draw it, right? No! Haste! We're dead! Did he? Or are you praying that he does? So close. Would it have been there? Would not have been there. How good would that have been about 14 turns ago? I'm not changing anything from the play to the draw in this match. I still just think our approach plan is good enough. We just have to draw like one of our six threats and hope that our opponent doesn't go 2-drop, 3-drop, 2-drop, 2-drop, 4-drop craziness. Gosh, this hand's so good and so bad at the same time. I think I'll keep it. I kind of want to sideboard out Immortal Suns in this match. Maybe I will going forward. I think this hand's a keep. We have 5 or 3 Wrath effects. We just have to get to the lands. Do you know if his RPTQ was today or tomorrow? I think it's okay, but I don't think it's great. Like, I really think that our main game plan is just very good here. I guess maybe I could bring into Walking Ballista as well. Especially on the play because it's so good versus the merfolks. And Treasure Map's probably not great in this match. Oh, it's today. He's about to play it soonish. Nice. I feel like we're a pretty solid favorite, so. No, that's a disappointing one. I draw that a 40. Oh, I messed up. I should have played the Field of Runes and shuffled that away. Oh, tilting. I'm so bad. I'm so bad, people. We could have did that a lot better. We really need to draw like an authority of the councils or something, because we're getting buried again. Could have not had this to deal with though. No, it was a pretty craptastic play by me. It's like the type of play that can cost you a game. I even have to take an extra point of damage off my Sheffet Dunes because of it. If he only attacks with one of those, I guess we're good. We're Gucci in a way. Maybe he doesn't have the other land. That's actually just really good for us, though. There's still a lot of things that we could have problems with here. Like a Glorybringer would be a rough one. Alright, so if he's got Glorybringer, we're back to 9. He's got 5 cards in his hand still, too, because people don't love me. Chandra, oh god, so now we need Antique up for a spell. Yeah, we're dead. No chance. If he's ticking up for a spell on top of that, there's just no chance for us to win. We're not going to be able to beat that, and that, and that from here. I don't know what we did wrong. I feel like this match was good for us, and it just didn't matter. We're really far away from being able to even use the Fumigate and the Scavenging Grounds. We're just in bad shape now. He gets to tick it up for mana again. Hopefully this is just a Kinra, I guess. I guess he could punt it off and just attack for 10, but I don't think he's ever doing that. Like, I assume he's attacking for only 4. Well, yeah. Then negate your own negate, then censor his hour. That's hilarious. Alright, so we have a plan then. We can cast the Mortal Sun, and that stops this if he doesn't have an Abrade, plus gives us more mana to work with on our following turns. So like maybe if we hit a land we can Fumigate plus Scavenging Ground. But I assume he'll have an Abrade. I don't think he's sideboarding those out. Ouch. That's 8. Alright, well, we have to hit a land here to even have a chance. That's not a land. That's not a land. I guess we get to stall a little longer with the Settle the Wreckage at least. Maybe I'm supposed to cycle to cast out at this point, but I don't think so. Could do that. But I think with the Settle we're okay doing this. We're like still dead to Abrade, but we're pretty dead to Abrade either way. Well, that kills us. We don't have an out now. We don't have an out. He had a Naturalize effect. I think I should have cast out and Settle. I guess we could have cast out Deshandra in response to that. We're still just dead though, right? No, I guess we wouldn't be dead then. We're still not dead now, are we? No, we're dead because we don't have 3 white mana. Well, we're dead to that ultimate too. Yeah, maybe I'm supposed to Chandra that. Or maybe I'm supposed to cast out that. The problem is if the reason I didn't do that play was because in my mind, if he had an Abrade or a Thrashing Brontodon, just like some type of disenchant effect, he's going to do it pre-combat. And I don't get to cast both of them anyway. And if he doesn't have either of those effects, I feel like we're just winning. So it feels like I get to use all of my mana this way, and I might not get to use all of my mana the other way. But that's the reason that I chose the line I chose. Because, you know, we don't have 8 mana if he has to Naturalize. We don't have 7 mana if he has a Naturalize. This is one of the reasons I want to draw a land so badly that turn. But I guess it would have worked out okay. It could be bad. I feel like I think we were pretty close to a lock to win that game if he doesn't have the Abrade. or Naturalized or Thrashing Wampas. And I'm pretty sure if he has any of those spells that, like, no play we have is good. I'm not particularly excited about Brawl. I think Brawl is a very, very silly thing, and I think people should boycott it on principle. But people won't, so my opinions matter very little. I think they should announce the new non-rotating MTG Arena format, and people should be able to start playing that on Moto instead of like spoiling it down the road as some big reveal. Alright, this is a keep. Hand's very good for what this deck does. Very good for what this deck does, and too slow to beat Mono Red. That's disappointing. So we're like basically already dead again? You just lost on turn 1? Because the best interaction we can do is on turn 5? That's... I mean... I guess we can technically Fumigate on 4, but like Fumigate's not very good. Does what start at Revolt? I guess if he abrades this, it's good for us? We lost to Mono Red pretty hard earlier today, too, and I actually think this match is supposed to be a favorite for us, but this is why Fumigate's not particularly good in this match at all. They have things like that. So now we have to deal with this, whatever else is in their hand, and we have to kill this. I have no idea, Murph. It'll be probably all the way back to Kaladesh. It'll at least be the Omnicat. It'll be whatever they put on. It'll be whatever the first set that the live release of MTG Arena has. Well, Mono Red's very good versus the blue-black decks. I'm not sure why it hadn't picked up beforehand. Feel like it should have already got picked up beforehand. Opponents are playing really slow right now. Oh, cool. Am I supposed to call Harvester, or am I supposed to call Hazoret? Because I don't really beat either of them. I guess I'm going to call Hazoret. Maybe I'm supposed to call Chandra? Rip. Yeah, but naming the card in play might not matter. Like, this deals with Hazoret the entire game, whereas if a Hazoret gets on the table and we draw the cast out, it's not as good. The double opponent's hand isn't very good here. We just kind of like die if they don't draw lands ever. If we draw more than double our opponent's lands, I'm not sure how we can ever win. And that's exactly what we're doing so far. Alright, well, we're dead on board to any creature. Dead on board to any burn spell. So about the only thing we can beat right now is lands and Hazards. Please don't slow roll it if you have it. Alright. I'm assuming at this point he doesn't have either of those cards. Because if he has either of those cards, I'm just annoyed at this point. I assume it's just an Abrade for this thing. And we're dead anyway. This deck just will not win for us. I'm having triple Abrade. It's pretty ridiculous too. What did I do wrong? Oh, I want the fourth cat. I apparently forgot to drag them all. Yeah, he never got a fourth mana. I guess we just got Harvester there. We have a good chance to win. This hand's terrible. How do you keep these hands? This hand's so bad. Yeah, this hand's great. Guess I have to leave the land on top even though I don't want to. Oh, cool. They have the best card in their deck on turn one both games. It's not that unlikely to happen, but it's frustrating when we're drawing like we're drawing. Our hand's good though. As long as he doesn't have another Abrade, our hand, or as long as he doesn't have removal spells, our hand at least does something. I'm pretty sure I should just keep the approaches in this match. Feels to me like sideboarding out approaches is just wrong. Boom. Well. Choose the best card in your deck. And this thing that I don't care if you kill. Like maybe it forces him to use the Fanatical Firebrand or the Crasher or something. Who knows? Fine with that. We may get to settle the wreckage just a game. Well, we've treaded water for a while. Opponent still has 3 actual cards in hand, though. They're not lands. They're 3 cards. That makes things really problematic because not only can we not cast spells, but our spells don't really line up with his cards. I don't listen to any. I've been meaning to listen to the game, but like I always run out of time. I've listened to a lot of episodes of the game, but like I've not listened to them all. Oh, what a lovely card. And he gets to tick up. What fun. And he gets to have the card that's good versus my hand. So we're just dead on board, basically. We have to hit like multiple runners now to have a chance. Multiple runners to have some kind of chance at the moment. We need at minimum a binding or a cast out for that. We have 6 in the deck, I think. We get the best card. It's painful to lose multiple games because you draw every land in the deck and no spells, and then to follow it up by losing a game where like you just don't draw lands and can't cast your spells. One of the more infuriating things. Shouldn't be hard to ask for a mix of lands and spells. Alright, well there's step 1. We're not taking that much damage, so... Taking like 11 or something. I think we're just dead on board now. I don't think we actually have an out. Especially when he draws that, I'm not sure if we do. Because he doesn't have to, I mean, maybe we've played both settles in our deck. We don't have a fourth or a third settle. Yeah, well, it's our only chance, Obi-Wan. Don't think it's good enough, but who knows? Maybe our opponent will just not draw anything for one turn and we can draw a Fumigate, and I think we're back in the game. I'm not sure. I don't think we're dead, are we? So he's got 7, 8. This attacks for 5. Yeah, we're not dead. Yeah. So we're drawing into one of the 4 Fumigates, and that's only if he doesn't draw a great spell like a Hazoret or another Chandra. Or even a Phoenix. We can attack. because if we attack, he just blocks us to 2 firebrands. We gain no lifelink, and he does damage to us, and then he gets to finish us off with an attack. Oh, he left 2 mana up. I don't know if I'd have left that 2 mana up. That's not a Fumigate, so... Can redraw with the Relic. That seems like the best option. Just go to 11 and redraw with the Relic. Second cat. Second cat's a chance. No matter what, we gain some amount of life here. Even if he blocks, we gain 3 up to 14. He loses those. We have 3 blockers. Alright. Are we crawling back into this game? He may just like block the... He may like do something like block here, finish this off, and kill this or something, but... Like, we have to gain some life. Our life's getting pretty low, I think. Okay. Just choosing that option. We still go to 14, though, with 3 blockers. Yeah. Well, not 14. 12 after the sacks, but... We were at 11 last turn when he had an additional creature in play, so like that's probably good enough unless he draws a Chandra or something that can kill a cat. Even if we draw an untapped land on this next, Well, this has lifelink now too. The big cats give each other lifelink. So he saved 1 point of damage and 1 point of lifelink that way. Cat scratch fever. Yeah, I can't block. Do the nasty. I don't know how he comes back from the amount of life we're going to be gaining now. Like, we have 20 points of lifelink in play? Boom. JK, we have 26 points of lifelink in play. Boom. And you can no longer Glorybringer these. So he's got to do like a double block here so he can Glorybringer that. I have no idea how we won that game. For anybody who's watching, I thought that game was over. I thought that game was over for some time. Cat's doing the dirty, man. I'm not changing anything from the play to the draw. I still feel like we could almost just approach our opponents out here. But the cat's doing the dirty. I wish I had vehicles in my deck so somebody could try to catch me riding dirty. I don't know what that means, but it's in the rap musics. Alright, I guess I keep Vin. We gotta hit a lot of lands, but this hand's very powerful. Man, Beaumont all 3 games in a row? I've not even had lands 3 games in a row, have I? Alright, our 26 land deck. Come on, deck. Don't deny us lands again. We don't have a mana producer or anything this game. We're not going to pull it out with this one if we don't get lands. Well, we draw 3 lands in a row. I don't think we can ever lose. We don't draw exactly 3 lands in a row. I'm not sure we can ever win. Maybe we can do something if we just get to 2, but... Alright. It's a moment of reckoning. Will we miss our land or not? What's the chat think? Will we miss our land or not? I'm feeling like we're gonna get a scavenging grounds. When we kept this opening hands, we were at 80 to 85% chance to hit. we are not that high anymore. We're like a coin flip to get it at this point. I know the odds. We're like basically a coin flip. I'm just trying to have some fun with it and sweat it. Will we get it? Will we get it? We didn't get it. Game's over. Instead, for our first free draw steps, we drew 3 5-drops in a row. 3 5-drops in a row, if anybody can believe that. Well, that's infuriating. Keep was obviously correct. We're like, we were over 90% to have it by this turn of the game. We're like over 95% to have it by next turn, but like it just doesn't matter anymore. If you take 5 down to 8, if both the cards in his hand are lands, if both the cards in his hand are lands and he doesn't hit a land for 3 or 4 turns, then maybe if all 3 cards in his hand are a land, we only take 3 damage this turn, and we could draw a binding for next turn, and then only take 2, and then like start slamming cats. So like, there's some 1 in a million chance that we could get there from here. But even a burn spell ruins that. Like, we can't even beat a burn spell. Alright, so if we binding that, we die to a burn spell. If we binding this, he missed the land drop. So all 3 of these spells are like a braids or burn spells. So I guess we're going to binding the Earthshaker. Because if his hand's bad, this is the way we could beat multiple braids. Or sorry, yeah, we could beat multiple braids. Well, he chose to kill that. So he at least had 1 Abrade. Alright, if he bricks off 1 turn, we're not in the worst shape. This is not bricking off, he's casting something. Alright, I don't think we have an out now. Yeah, we don't have an out now. We can draw another cast out or something, and maybe he brick again. Alright, well, we're dead. That was an annoying way to lose a match. Hey, Dong, thank you again for the additional 10 biddies. the 15 little bitties on the night. Appreciate that, man. Maybe I shouldn't have kept that hand, but it's like really hard to mulligan to 3 lands on the draw, and like our hand was stacked. We had a 2-drop removal, a 3-drop removal, and a 4-drop removal. I'm pretty sure we have to keep that hand and just hope we get the lands. I think if you're mulliganing that hand, you can't keep this deck. But we are now 1 and 5 with this deck tonight. We're losing lots of matches I feel that we're favored in. I think only 3 or 4 of the decisions I've made total have been questionable. Sure, we've made a few punts, but I don't think the punts we've made have affected the games. I think there's only been a handful of decisions that could have affected a game. Hey, Gwen. How's the GP going? Hope you're having a great time. Meeting all sorts of cool folk. Alright. Well, this is going to turn out bad for us. 6-2, congrats. Did you end up playing Approach, or did you go back to your tried and true black and white tokens deck? If he plays a 2-drop, I have to give up the treasure map just to cast Baffling End on it, right? Because his 2-drops are just too powerful. Yep, of course our 26 land deck's not going to draw lands again. And we have to steal game 1 versus this deck. They sideboard in Negates and Duresses, so winning game 2 and 3 is much harder. If we don't win game 1, we have a lot of problem. Oh, really? Nice. Congratulations. I'm glad it went well. I guess I just have to raw draw a land again. Eh. I'm glad we didn't try it. He skipped his attack step. What lovely for us. What a lovely thing. That means he doesn't get to draw this card, and we get to double treasure map and look for lands to try to beat Fumigate with? Boom. I'm not keeping that. I just want lands. I am keeping that. A land in Hadana's Climb could still be kind of problematic. Gwen, I don't know how much help. I don't think I gave anybody any help. I pretty much just said over and over, don't play Approach, don't play Approach. I'm not sure if that's any help, because apparently I was wrong. Since you played Approach and you crushed with it. Boom. We have to throw away 2 treasure maps if we don't hit a land. We hit a land. Nice. Now we only have to throw away 1 treasure map. And only throwing away 1's better than throwing away 2. Now you day 2'd all on your own. And that's sweet as hell, by the way. Really, really happy it went well for you. Oh, nice. I don't think we want lands anymore. Don't actually want to take this damage either. Mostly because I don't want to give him a chance to like draw a blue source and flip a climb or something. I think that's the main reason I'm going to throw a binding at it. And I'm using the binding because of the mana efficiency more than anything. None of it resolves, so it doesn't matter. Are you around 8 was versus approach? What type of build did you go with? Don't you need to get some, like, sleep for tomorrow? So this is another mid-rangey green deck. We don't even know that he has the blue yet, but if he doesn't have the blue, we're a pretty solid favorite. If he does have the blue, we're less of a favorite. I actually think I'm going to keep that. I'm actually not going to keep that. JK, changed my mind. Let's get rid of one of these. Let's save the one that can cycle. We'll go on down to 11. Ops for Supreme Wills and Meltdowns for Baffling Ends. Reasonable. Oh god. Yeah, he had a Blossoming defense. Well, that's, that does not make me happy. I do not want to take this attack. Ooh. Alright, I'm going to have to throw away my 2 treasure maps here and hope that we can get it. He's got another Blossoming defense. We are in all sorts of trouble, cause that is super lethal if he does. Certainly didn't think we could lose this game. Now I don't know if we can win this game. I mean, because we don't know whether he has another Blossoming defense. Like, I thought this game's just been over for a while. Alright, he didn't have it, so we don't have to panic anymore. Wait, apparently I tapped those for the wrong thing. We don't have to panic anymore. He didn't have it. Everything's fine. We're still alive. We're still alive. That was a play mistake, by the way. If I had enough mana to cast Immortal Sun, then do that. That was just a huge play mistake. Huge play mistake. My Immortal Sun should be on the table. Oh, I'm such a stinker. Just going too fast, being too relaxed. Going too fast and being too relaxed. So we know it's 6 cards down after our draw step. It's pretty hard for him to come back from here. Could just jam the 8/8 and then like next turn draw. I don't know. He's got some outs. No, this isn't my favorite deck. Blue-white approach is my favorite deck, but like I really, really want this deck to be good, but I just don't think it is. I think blue-white approach is just better, but like I played this deck twice today trying to like prove to myself it's good, and I'm not having success proving to myself that it's good. So we know it's 5 cards down now. The theory is to prove to myself that this deck is good, and I am, like I said, I'm absolutely failing at it miserably. It'll be 4 cards down after our draw step. And, well, 3 cards down because of the sun. Alright, so we know we draw it next turn. So we know we win next turn. The opponent doesn't have any permanents in place, so... Would really love to see if they're playing to build with blue. Alright, I guess we're not allowed to see if they're playing to build with blue. I still think it's like probably really hard to beat them with Regal Caracols and stuff, even if they are playing that build. Honor Guard's probably decent here. Stops them from getting energy and tokens on some of their things. But I think that's about all I want in the creature line. I don't know, I guess I'll take Walking Ballista too, just to have additional ways to kill an early glint, because I'm like super afraid of an early glint. I don't really have Planeswalkers, so we'll cut down to one of those. We never want to draw two. Freed, I'm personally playing Sultai Snake in my build, or in my, if I go to a PPTQ tomorrow, I'm playing Sultai Snake. The only other deck I'm really considering at the moment is Grixis. But I'm like 90% sure I'm playing Sultai Snake. I just don't want this, I don't think. Nah. Let me get rid of one of the bindings. I don't think the bindings and stuff are super good here anyway because of Thrashing Brontodon plus Blossoming Defense. Can I keep this under draw? I think I can keep this under draw. We get 2 turns to find, or we get 3 draw steps to basically to find a land because of the cast out. Of course, the Strahd, worthless little card. I have 1 Carney in the main deck and 1 Carney in the side. Carney's overperformed for me. I've been a big fan of it. For some reason, I always draw it in the match that I need it. I have no idea why, but I just always do. Hey, Bolenti88, thank you for the follow, and I hope I didn't butcher your name too badly. Land? Land! Magic to be played! Hooray for everyone! I have 1 Rishkar in the main, but it's been the least impressive card in the entire deck to me. I wouldn't be opposed to cutting it. I just haven't yet. What's in their hand that they didn't play a 2-drop? Or just gonna like Lost Legacy me and I lose? Oh, dear opponent. Please, please, dear opponent, do not have a Zenigate. I feel like he doesn't have Negate because he left his shields down last turn when he just didn't have to. A lot of these decks don't play Negate anymore because somebody released a list that had a bunch of Essence Gatherers, and I think they're lunatics. I think Negate's that important to beat silly little decks like what I'm playing. Don't need you. Need lands at the moment. You're not a land. You're not a land. A resolve or we probably lose? Why would he play the Glint and the Walking Constrictor on the turn he did and drop his shields? I'm really glad you did well, Gwen, and I hope you do great tomorrow. Sleep well though, and have a great trip. Alright. So we're now entering the portion of the game I like to refer to as Problem O'Clock. Ah! It gets so much worse. I don't think we have an out now. I mean, we can draw Supreme Fumigate or whatever if he doesn't have another negate and we win. But assuming he has another negate, I always think worst case. We don't have an out to another negate. Oh, alright. Well, he doesn't have another negate. So feels good, man, if we get there. That doesn't do it. Alright, what's the best way we can draw the most cards? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 permanents. So we can't draw a bunch of cards in any manner. We can only draw one card no matter what. What is SG? I'll pull up the. Let me go get the list I'm playing for you. Cause I don't know what acronyms and stuff are. I guess I have to open up Pastemin too. I have to scroll up so far to find this. I was talking wrestling with my friend today, and I don't even watch wrestling. All the streams, or all the fans of the stream that's going to my local PPTQ tomorrow are about to be able to see 74 of the 75 I'm playing. Let's hit create paste. Copy. Yeah, this is the list I'm thinking about playing. Please let me have pasted the right thing. Okay, sweet. I did not paste porn. We're Gucci. Alright. I draw my one card. That's not good enough, is it? Actually, it might be good enough. No, it's not good enough at all. Just dead. Maybe he'll play around things he shouldn't play around? This is definitely pretty close to Matt's. Well, I mean, Matt was playing Jadelight Rangers and stuff, wasn't he? And my testing Jadelight Rangers just ended up being really bad. We're just dead. Our opponent can't even mess this up. I don't even want to play the one Blossoming defense. The one Blossoming defense I have in the deck's mostly in there for when we exchange deck lists to like make them think about it. Oh yeah, I saw that from Batu-Winkfa's list. And so I gave it a try. Last night when we showed up to the store championship, I noticed 2 players on approach and 1 player on black-white tokens. So I went ahead and flipped the cards to give it a try. What was I going to look for? Oh yeah. Since we have a moment, let's see how he did in his RPTQ. Come on, get there, bub. Sweet, he got there. Congratulations to Batu-Winkfa. Not that anybody probably really knows who he is by his name, but like I used to copy his decks nonstop. Like I'm a massive fan of that guy. He streamed a little bit back in the day as well. Huge fan of that guy. I won. Well, we can't keep this hand. Let me open up my Twitter and pull out my really corny picture. My really corny picture. Doo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo. Whee! I folded it back so I could be Searsist Airy. I'm Teferi, not him. Look at my bitchin' neck beard. I have the best neck beard in the business. This neckbeard's great. The hair won't grow in here. Hair won't grow in here. Oh yeah, I'm a playmat collector. I just love playmats. I like playmats a lot. Alright, so we'll keep this hand. It's not particularly great, but we have an answer to a turn 2 removal spell, or a turn 2... Ooh! I want to know how good this guy is in this match. Let's find out. I want to know how good that guy is in this match. I collect playmats. I love them. No! No! That was the one thing I didn't want him to play. The literal only... Oh, well, I don't care about that thing at all. I didn't want him to play Glint. I kind of want to keep that, because just 2 of those wins games pretty often, but, like, we are really far away in terms of mana of doing anything relevant. Our little honor guard says, Merfolk, you ain't no good. Screw you in the hide. Corey Coolcat was who I played in the finals. We had a really close and interesting game 1. He didn't draw particularly well, but like the game was pretty fun. And in game 2, he just got stuck on 3 lands, and I drew 3 Hydras, so he was playing mono red. So we can still have problems here. Hopefully they don't have Blossoming Defense. That's not a land. Would have loved to have kept that card, but we have to look for a land, and we're just not going to get land again. The game's over, I guess. I guess I could just kill this thing. It's scarier than this thing, right? Nah, this thing's scarier. And if they have a Blossoming Defense, I'm going to be salty. Of course, why would opponent not have it all when we can't even draw lands? Why would they not, my friends? Maybe I should put a second Blossoming Defense in my deck. I really do hate the Rishkar. Boom, boom, boom. We can still hit good things. Land. We're doing it. I don't know what it is, but we're doing something. Kind of want to get that guy, but it's probably just better to get this guy. Would like to draw another untapped land so that we don't have to spend both treasures to cast an approach. Also, drawing an enchantment for the Walking Ballista might not be the end of the world depending on what his hand is. Maybe just a Wrath of God's good enough. Not actually sure. That's weird. He missed a point of damage. Alright. Well, we didn't hit the land, so I think I'm just going to slam this. It'll be a future problem. Nice. Sweet showdown pack. Like, I kind of need to block here, but, like, maybe I can't. Maybe I'm supposed to just take 4 more. Anyway, we know approach is 7 cards down and we can't even cast it. That's what I call problems. It's like first world problems. Oh, this is sweet. If he's doing this, it's a good chance he drew a Gearhulk. And if he has a Gearhulk, that means he's tapping out. And this thing's better. That's not a Gearhulk. That is no blue mana, though. Could be Heroic Intervention, I guess? Kinda just want to play the treasure map. So what should I take next turn? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm just going to do this while we can. That may not be right. Feel like as long as he doesn't play an 8-8, that's kind of good for us. Plays an 8-8, that's really bad for us. It'll be 5 cards after our draw step. The fact that he's not playing anything here is probably bad for me. Unless it's just Hydra or something. Alright, could be worse. Alright, so I don't think we can beat a negate now. Not with the extra cards he's going to be drawing. We still don't even have the 7th land. Taking a minimum of 4 here. We do get to scry a bunch, though. He left 2 mana up. That means he has a negate and we're dead. We have no out. Frustrating. Feel like we were really far ahead this game on multiple turns. I guess there's a good chance he doesn't have a basic island in his deck, so if we draw Fumigate, no, that's not even good enough. Yeah, we just don't have a good enough spell now. This was that was dumb. Alright, I guess we keep that and we're still dead. Like, negate just beats us. It wasn't a negate. Considering we're dead on board if he has a negate, you would think he would negate that if he had it. We're dead to naturalize as well. If he did, even if he didn't have it, he gets to draw 2 cards to get it. Another Walking Ballista kills us, the 3rd one. Though I would have personally sideboarded some number of them out. So I'm guessing he has to have a Walking Ballista or a negate to win. doesn't change anything. That puts us at 1. That changes nothing. I will keep you. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We might as well play around Spell Pierce. Might as well play around Spell Pierce. I think he had to negate last turn. He left 2 mana up for some reason. I really want to know whether he drew this turn or whether he just made an awful punt. But I'm not going to ask. I'll be polite. Because like one of those 2 things tilts me and the other one doesn't. Anyway, so we're dead again. I think we played that match fine. I don't think we're making mistakes. I think the deck's just not good enough. What time does my PPTQ start tomorrow? Starts at 1. Oh, cracky. It's a lot earlier than I thought it was. I don't want to get up at 1. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Well, we are getting mana screwed every single game in a 26 land deck, though. I don't know if you're like watching these draws, but we're literally drawing all lands or no lands almost every game. Telling our opponent that I don't want to beat him. I just don't like knocking people out of stuff. Excuse me. Well, this isn't a great sign, but like maybe he'll at least use it. It's not like I'm not going to not cast it. If he uses it, like that's a small win, I think. Yeah. Yeah, you are. No reason that you wouldn't be. You can concede anytime you want. For whatever reason you feel like. Freed, I've not written down anything, but let me look on Twitter, and this isn't the 75 I play, but it gives a decent idea to like where to approach it and some faults. I've personally not written anything though. There is this guide and wait, that wasn't right. Ignore that. Ignore that. That was the same thing I just posted. There's this guide, and then there's and then this is the guy who got second in a Grand Prix with it. No, well, that could have went worse. Actually, kind of happy about that. Don't have another, please. So we could be taking 8 damage this turn if you just untap Snaz Glorybringer. So we still have this. Our opponent doesn't seem to be doing anything yet. Dang it! They had another one of those? That's tilting. So if we draw a land, we can play our whole hand out. If we don't draw a land, we just have to cast Fumigate. Sorry about that. Somebody has decided to ask me any questions while I'm streaming about the PPTQ tomorrow. About a deck that I have no intention of playing. So he put a commune on top, and he left it on top. Alright, well that's good. At least we're not taking any damage this turn. We're up to 9 permanents, so even a land lets us sack both relics. So that's something, though maybe it's not good enough. Another Fumigate would be really nice. They only hit a land with that. That has to be pretty good for us. We're pretty dead pretty quickly to Oasis. Oh, and he's got Ronus. Yeah, I don't know if we can win now. Draw Settled Wreckage, I guess. So Baffling End works if he doesn't have anything. Just target the Branch Walker. Let's see if we hit a binding or something with this. Well. Well, we don't want that, do we? Alright, so we're not dead to any one draw, are we? Because we're at 12 life, theoretically. So even a Regisaur Alpha just hits us for 8. That's the best card he can draw, but it doesn't kill us. It just gives us a heck of a lot less outs. Are we going to lose to another random green deck? Like, these matches are supposed to be great for us. They don't seem great. That was a play mistake, by the way. Never sack these until your turn. Or usually never. I did because I was hoping that, you know, maybe we hit a cast out that I have to cycle or something. Alright. Not just dead. Problem is he only has to send one attacker a turn now. Should often send 2, though, to play around a cast out or something. Oh, wow, you're sending that one? Alright. So we're currently still alive. Being still alive is what, folks? Being better than dead. So now we can draw a Fumigate. Fumigate? You're not a Fumigate. I'll put you on the bottom of our deck then. Approach. So 4, 7, 10. Approach keeps us alive. If he has nothing and draws nothing, approach keeps us alive. Alright, playing to any out we can possibly play to. Even if he has a haste dinosaur here, there's a good chance it's not enough to kill us. Alright, cool. We're getting to untap again. Are you there? Boom. Sorry. 4, 6. Yeah, it's 6 cards down. We're still alive, folks. I don't know how we're doing it, but we're still alive. Boom. Our opponent's drawing 1,000,000 lands is how we're doing it, by the way. He's drawn like 8 lands. I guess he's drawn more spells than lands. Hey, Shaolin, thank you for the host. Highly appreciate it. Hope your stream went well tonight. So it's 4 cards down after our draw step. Alright, we have to live 4 turns. By the way, hello, Epokex. I will pretend that's how you pronounce your name. We can still die to a lot of things, like Regisaur Alpha and Hashtag Oasis just kills us. Killing Phoenix does not kill us. That was a good draw. If he has a removal spell for this, we can Baffling End the Elemental, which is nice. And we're dead. We tried so hard, and now we're dead. I thought we'd won this game. With only 1 Drake Haven? Oh my gosh. Don't do it, opponent. You won't like me if you do it. Ah, we're dead. We're dead. So close. I thought that's like the third or fourth game that I thought was over, and then we lost. I just want to sit here and be emo for a second. C'est la vie. That was a battle, though. We jumped through a lot of hurdles to even be in that game, I thought. Oh, I'm just gonna sit here and be sad. Also, I don't sideboard too much in this match. I basically take that out and bring this in. And then just run it back. What is this? Just getting smashed. Sears the Sphinx. We are... What are we now? Let's see. We are 1-7 on the day? $500 creatures that refuse to attack. I want to play a Scarab God deck so bad on there, but I've only opened one Mythic wild card, and I do my dailies every day. I've only hit the one. Alright, well this hand's reasonable. I'm gonna call it reasonable though. Because I like raisins. I'm not cycling this cast out. They have too many like Chandras and Rekindling Phoenixes and stuff. At some point I'm going to need it, even if it's not immediately known how. I'm pretty sure I'm just going to take this damage and play my Relic too. JK, I am no longer doing that now that we've drawn a land, because I can play the Relic and a Baffling End for like a Thrashing Wampus or something next turn anyway. I called it a Wampus, but it's Brontodon. The card's not even remotely like Thrashing Wampus, so I don't know why those two names come into my head at the same time. Hey, there's an Abrade. Opponent kept the Abrade too. Wouldn't have expected that. I guess he knows. So there's tons of artifacts in our deck. Still gonna cast it. Like, there's no way for it to get us out of his hand, and I think this is our least valuable artifact. Opponent has 6 cards in his hand still. I don't think this game's gonna go very well. Alright, getting... No! Anytime you get to Chandra and tick up, how good does that feel? Anytime you Chandra and can't tick up, how bad does that feel? I think Chandra is one of the most uneven cards in Standard because of that. No. No. Keep on rolling. Now it's our go to give our opponent 1,000 choices. I shouldn't press F6, he could have a Braid. And I'd want to at least treasure map in response. No, not more! Not more, Braze! How does our deck that revolves around artifacts win versus a deck that's got like 8 artifact removal spells? To the bottom of the library you go. Because we are now hunting for an answer to this. We are dead. We're having fun though, I think. Like, this card's got decent enough art that I can be entertained by it. Wah wah wah. I don't think we can win this game because we still need to draw 3 lands, an approach, a second approach, all while not dying to the things he already has. So, AKA, so we have to draw answers to these things as well. Makes things difficult. And we're just dead on the spot if we don't draw one of our... Actually, we're just dead on the spot if he knows how Thrashing Brontodon works. If he knows how the Brontodon works, we have no outs. But assuming he doesn't know how it works, we have at least 5 outs to the Chandra. Cool, he's not playing it. Yeah, so we have 5 outs to Chandra this turn. That's not one of them. So, just dead. Assuming he can cast 3 spells before we draw on a land and 2 approaches. I guess we'll gain a life at some point. Oh wow, he ticked it up again. That's good for us. We can beat him ticking it up. That's about all we can beat. I think at this point I need to go ahead and kill that Hashtap Oasis as well. I guess I can't kill it though because there is Blossoming Defenses in this deck, so if I kill it, it gives him a green mana. I guess him having a green mana doesn't matter, but I don't know what I'm thinking about. So close. Alright. So if we draw land, approach, we can still beat that Chandra. Assuming he can't play a whole bunch of spells in like 2 turns. We know he has Brontodon, so he can minimum cast 1. So we're in a... So it's 5 for Brontodon, 2 from Chandra, and that's at the very, very minimum. So like we're setting at 12, 19. So we're basically at 19 life with the approach. Assuming we hit, or sorry, 20 life with the approach. Okay, now we're SOL. So that puts us at 11. Approach puts us at 18. Technically, if he doesn't have spells. Okay, it doesn't matter. We didn't get our land anyway. So we were definitely on some fin outs there. We'll hop out of here and get into the next match. Pew! Not close to close. Yeah, these artifacts just aren't that good. Alright, 1-8 in today. Can we win a second match? In theory. I mean, I'll concede to our opponent regardless, but can the deck, in theory, win a second match? Hey, Jeremy, good game, man. Good game. You smashed us. Epoch. I've not really toyed with this deck any. The build we're playing is Jeremy Dazani's build, and we're playing with his sideboard guide because he's actually put the work into the deck. On the outside looking in, when I look at the deck, I think it's just worse than blue-white. So like, I've never really wanted to work on it. I just want to keep tuning blue-white lists, but like, I don't think blue-white's currently good versus the newer blue-black mid-range decks and the updates that people have made to the Grixis mid-range decks. And Dazani's article said that this deck smashes those decks. So like, that's why I keep trying to force this deck, but we're just not getting paired versus those decks. We're getting paired versus a bunch of like green-based aggro decks, which in theory should be good matches, but I'm just losing to every one of them, and I'm not saying I'm playing perfectly, but I don't think I'm playing that badly. Maybe I'm just not intelligent enough to know. Maybe like my scries and stuff are poor. But basically, I keep just getting a bunch of hands like this and having to scry over and over and over. Or sorry, having to mulligan over and over and over. And decks like this just do not mulligan well because you have to get the 7 mana for this deck to even work. Like, this deck just doesn't do anything at a low mana count. This card's almost effectively a mulligan, so like, we're basically on 5 cards here. If we draw an approach before it's time, that's like we've mulliganed again. It's just, I don't know. Doesn't seem like I'm making terrible decisions, and we're still just like easily losing every match. Have to look for a baffling end. Jackpot. I think this deck just does not mulligan well at all. That card's not that scary anyway. A positive note is we're going to run into this Immortal Sun really fast, so unless our opponent has a would have basic island in their deck. You don't see that very often. And he's got Hadana's Climb. Interesting. I think I still have to play this. Oh yeah, no, we're 1-8 on today. We have gotten thrashed. So Hadana Climb flips if he has a few different things here, like Gearhulk, Rishkanar, Winding Constrictor, but like, the Hadana's Climb flipping doesn't kill us, and I think I'm fine with that. It definitely puts us in a bad spot, but there are some Field of Runes and stuff in the deck. That's a pretty powerful hit, though. If they have counter spells in their main deck, I'm going to put us on very low chance to win. If they don't, we probably have an okay chance. Well, neither of those were Field of Ruin. I guess it's worth it to look for Fumigate now. Maybe it's not. Never mind. I'm a genius. Was always worth it the entire time. I have 2 5-0s with this and 6 4-1s with the same deck, just minor differences. Man, you're smashing it and all. I just keep losing pretty easily. Like my matches haven't even been particularly close. You gotta let this trigger happen first. There you go. Homie slice. I like this deck. I want this deck to be good. Cycle. I don't think I want that. I think we can just find better cards at this point. Thopter Arrest. I don't think I want that either. We've not sideboarded too much in this particular league. Get that out of here while we still can. Boom. Guess I don't want him to draw a card, so I'm going to go ahead and try to Baffling End this. If he happens to have a Blossoming Defense, it's not the end of the world. We'll take a few more damage, but we're like not close to dying to it, so. What else do they have? Just a giant Walking Ballista? That could be problematic. Can get 3 on it, and then next turn he can put 2 more on it in theory. A couple Walking Ballistas could be a hard one to get by. I think I'm actually just going to go ahead and keep that. Don't want that though. Is he going to make the mistake where he uses... Okay, he did not. I thought for a second that he was going to use the counters beforehand. Is it bad that I still kind of just want to kill this Servant of the Conduit? Guess I'll take 2 more damage. Not willing to take much more though, because I don't want to put ourselves in Walking Ballista range. We're looking at a lot of cards at the moment. Yeah, I'm fine with that one, I guess. Definitely fine with that one. So we know it's 7 cards down. Looking for love in all the wrong places. 6 cards down. 5 cards down. 4 cards down. 3 cards down. 2 cards down. Alright, I guess we'll just have to get it next turn. As long as we had mana, I was going to keep drawing. I guess I probably messed up. I should just cast the Arch, but like we know we're drawing it off of our second draw step of the Immortal Sun, so it's irrelevant. Unless my math's real bad. It is not bad. Alright, so I'm going to sideboard how Dazani says to this match. He basically takes those two out and brings these two in, which I think we can still win for Approach, so that makes sense. I am a little surprised that we're taking Walking Ballistas out, though, because I'm afraid of getting absolutely ran over by a Glint Sleeve Siphoner early in the game. Alright, we'll keep this hand. It is very solid. Sorry guys, I'm typing a lot to my friend. For some reason, we've had the entire day to prepare for tomorrow, and all of a sudden now he wants to prepare to the event that is 11 hours away. In the middle of the night when we should both be asleep. The event's 11 hours away and we have over an hour commute, so. Don't like this too much. So this is one of the reasons I want to keep Walking Ballistas in the deck still. I'm just absolutely terrified of a Glint Sleeve Siphoner taking over an entire game. It's like one of my greatest fears when I play this match. I also think the Walking Ballistas are good versus all the merfolks, but Dazani's a better player than me, so we will do what Dazani says. Dazani just got second in the Grand Prix today, by the way, the Legacy one. I guess I'll keep that, even though it feels like it's a little late. Might stop us from some of the more powerful things he can do from here on out. The event is in Wise, Virginia. My name is Tocatli. No! So many things I need to deal with to win this game. Could just be super greedy and pretend like our opponent's never going to have a negate. I think that is my plan. Super greed mode, because I feel like I'm a year behind, so I feel like I have to get really lucky. Did I just mulligan that? Who was slow playing? Oh, Dasani. I didn't see Dasani do anything that I followed. Yeah, I live in Eastern Kentucky. Can't you tell by my accent? I thought Dasani was playing deliberately, but I don't think he was doing anything that was actually against the rules, no matter what Twitter says. I didn't get to see the turn where he done like the big flusterstorm dice or whatever. Like maybe that was over the line. I have no idea. Well, that's pretty good. It also makes me even gladder that we went in on this strategy of let's find a fumigate. I mean, okay. He took our approach. Was approach the best card in my hand? Boom, says our opponent. I don't want that. Huh. I think I'm at a minimum doing this. Yeah, he plays a he plays at that snore. That I was just talking about. If I'm not mistaken, I might have beat Heath in the last top 4 of our Friday Night Magic. I like Heath. Heath's good folk. Heath is good folk. Don't counter this, please. You're countering that? We have this in our hand. Why did you counter that? He's coming back in town after Seattle. Unfortunately, he did not day 2 Seattle, unless I looked at the standings wrong. Alright. I refuse to believe that they had that duress. I think they would have already used it. Either way, this is real bad for us. Boom. So we're 1 mana off doing that. Negate and we're dead. Why would you negate that? What if I just have another Settled Wreckage? I have 2 unknowns in hand, right? Or did he see the Scavenging Grounds? Alright, well this is bad. We're just dead if he goes for it. And he should, by all means, should go for it, I think. Yep. We're dead. I think our opponent made questionable plays. I'm just running it back. We'll do the Dasani plan. Yeah, Heath generally always plays our local Friday Night Magics. He even went to Modern with us before he left. Played him some good old Lantern. Heath is a sub to my channel, even. GG, how was the Brontodon? Heath good folk. I cannot beat his Miracles deck to save my life, though, in Legacy. I can't believe you called our hometown Podunk. Our hometown is the greatest around. No one's ever going to take it down. Nah, our town's pretty crappy. We have fun, though. God, we're up to 40 people watching me at 0-5 a league. We'll play first. Did we win game 1? I don't remember. Yeah, we won game 1. Oh, I'm keeping this hand. It's good enough. To Memphis. There's all sorts of like bashing around in my house right now. I want to play. I just want to concede at the end. What was our opponent's record? Didn't say. Yeah, hopefully Still Away changes everything. That's the plan. Still Away to change everything. Light our world on fire, Still Away. Goodbye, Binding. We will miss you. Can we deal 20 damage with our Honor Guard? I doubt it. Cool, we get to cycle this turn if we want. And I do believe we will probably want. Actually, I probably won't want. We're probably just going to want to cast out whatever this is. Maybe it's not worth casting out. It doesn't do anything. We can't block it, though, because if we block it, you can just play a Walking Ballista for 2 and then, like, ping it. So we, like, can't even block. Honor Guard's not done anything yet. Except look ferocious with those blades. Hey! It's what I call a chance. Oh, I didn't know you streamed. That's pretty sweet. You took our approach again. Wish people would stop taking our approach. Yeah, the mana's the worst part about Sultai for sure. I'm probably just going to cycle this cast out now and try to find some kind of action. There's a good chance that I should have already did it. I was a little worried about climb. Alright. Well. We can block this turn. Boom. I think we can just block from here on out as well. Actually, we probably can't block next turn because we're at 9 now. Yeah, we're still just blocking, though. We're at 9 permanents is what I meant when I said we're at 9. Rip. I think we still just block because we're definitely casting Fumigate now, right? That saves us the most damage, I think. Oh wow, he didn't sack the dude. That's a good one. It turns on our arches. So things are looking up this game. Gotta make sure our opponent doesn't concede if we do get there. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We don't need that either then. Oh, I had no idea no. That's actually really cool. Alright. Immortal Sun, do your thing. We get to draw a lot of cards now. But there are only 2 approaches left in our deck, so I could reasonably see opponent just getting 2 negates and finding a way to win. Oh, we got Immortal Sun down right in time. Immortal Sun turns his Vraska off, so that's pretty sweet. Players cannot activate loyalty abilities of Planeswalkers. Just in time. I think I'd rather draw a card than play Honor Guard. Especially when we already have a removal in our hand. I messed up though. I shoulda used Honor or the Arch. No, I guess I shouldn't. There's only 2 approaches in our deck, so I shouldn't draw cards because I don't want to get an approach stranded in my hand. Well, maybe we should have cast it. That card can definitely win a game from here. I shouldn't yield to that either. I forgot we have Scries in our deck. That was a play mistake. And we have the mana, we can still draw, but that was still a play mistake. I just did improper ordering. Because if I'd hit a Fumigate, I would have wanted to play a Fumigate. These are legendary, so I can't play them both. Definitely going to try to get the Bristling Hydra here. Still definitely going to try to get the Bristling Hydra. Maybe our 1 Honor Guard can deal 20 damage. Oh wow, he took the Immortal Sun. And he's bringing the noise. Go, go, honored guard. Do your honoring today. Wonder if I should bother to kill this in case he draws a thrashing. I'm assuming no, but like I don't know no. Well, that changes things. Just easily do this now. Don't want him to draw cards. Tapped one too many mana. Rip. It didn't change anything because, like, white sources. I'm sure I could have tapped my mana better there somewhere. I'm just going to attack Vraska because we know he's got Thrashing Wampus in the deck, and we're pretty much to the point of the game where I don't think we can actually lose. So there's one, there's two, three. Alright. Alright. So we drew to approach and he's hell-bent and we know we lose or we actually win this round. I'll go ahead and reveal it to him so he can see it. But we are currently 0-4 in our league, and we can't get a prize, so we don't want to knock somebody out of prize support. We were just playing for both the sake of the stream and the testing. I still really like this deck. I feel like we're playing it at a decent level, but we went 2-8 with it tonight in matches. So, not actually sure what I'm doing wrong with it. Maybe we need to go back to just a blue-white approach list or something. Wait, that's not right. Yeah, we've dunked off a lot of tickets at this point. We're down like 800 tickets or something playing fun decks. Or 800 play points, rather, not tickets. I think we're just, the next approach deck we play, we're just going to go back and work on blue-white again. Yeah, I'm not digging the mono-white. I don't know, maybe I'm just playing it poorly. Can't get all the cards on the screen. I guess I can get all the cards on the screen if I go back and open it via the league. Constructed league. Yeah. Get all the streams like this. This card's been really good. It looks like the oddest card in the sideboard, but it feels like it's overperformed. That's going to do it for us stream-wise tonight, though. And let's see, first of all, if there's anybody playing Standard to host. And if I don't see anybody playing Standard, I'll probably host just some random person that I would follow. Popper. Looks like I'm probably hosting this guy. Plays Modern. I don't like Modern, but whatever. Alright. Looks like we're hosting a Modern player. I'm feeling terrible about it. No, we're not. We're hosting a white-black approach player. The Drake Havens deck? Yeah, I saw that. I tried that. I think I tried that, didn't I? It didn't work out very well for me, but I believe I tried it. Maybe I didn't try it. Could have swore we tried it. I don't know, maybe we didn't try it. Anyway, I'm going to host this guy. This guy's got a pretty cool stream. He's just playing another type of blue-white approach deck. Unfortunately, I have to go to bed, so I can't hang out in the stream and talk or anything, but take care, everybody, and thank you guys so much for stopping by. Keep in mind that I stream 365 days out of the year, almost entirely standard. We do stream some MTGO Arena sometimes, and we do stream some other formats, but mostly Arena. Or, sorry, mostly just standard on MTGO. If you liked what you saw, you can look below the stream to the links to my YouTube, where you can find most of our past broadcasts, and my Twitter, where you can find every time we go live and all the deck lists we play. But anyway, I gotta get out of here and make some decisions on whether I'm actually going to go to a PPTQ in the morning or not. I'm kind of torn about going. I've already been invited to play on somebody else's team, but I kind of like still just want to win my own so I can take my own team. I don't know, I'm weird. But then again, I really don't feel like getting out of my bed in the morning, so I don't know, we'll figure it out later. But anyway, again, thank you guys so much for spending the evening with me, and enjoy the next guy.